everyone! So today we're doing a new little series I think I'm gonna put out there. I've been meaning to do this for a very long time, but the series makes sense kind of at the moment. It makes sense and it doesn't make sense at all. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a storage decluttering series where I go through and give my storage areas of my home. It's mainly my basement area. It is my basement area where I store basically all of my Halloween, but also other things, but mainly Halloween. But as we've been out Halloween decor hunting, I've been gathering some new Halloween things and I'm like, well, Ghoul, you know you're gonna have to store these things. My storage rooms right now are a total disaster and I'm running out of room and I need to declutter things and I need to organize things. So I figured we would do a little series where we go through each little closet area where I store things, empty them out, declutter them, and basically prepare to load them up with Halloween. So the first area we're tackling in our little storage, clean out, declutter, organization series is this little nook that's underneath my stairs in my basement area. And it's kind of this little, like it's a little under the stairs room. Like you feel like Harry Potter or like a troll could come scurrying out of there at any minute. But it was literally so packed that there's no possible way anything could be living in there. I'll show it here in a second. But first, before I get into this, I wanted to mention the sponsor for today's video. So today's video is sponsored by Care Of, which I've talked about Care Of before because I have been loving Care Of. But if you haven't heard of Care Of before or you haven't heard me talk about them, Care Of is a wellness brand that customizes your vitamins, supplements, and or proteins to your own unique needs. So what you do is you take a super quick online quiz and it asks you your personal goals. And so my goals this time around were bone health, heart health, and energy support. And then after you take the quiz, Care Of recommends vitamins and supplements based on the questions you answered and based on your personal goals. And anytime you want to switch up your goals or you have any changes, you can go back into the quiz and retake it and get a whole new round of suggestions from Care Of. So anyways, after you take the quiz and Care Of recommends your own little unique bundle of vitamins and supplements, they come straight to your door and they come in this super cute container. And then it has a little dispenser where you pull out your packs. So you get your own little customized pack that has your name on it. So mine says, "Hi Jade" on it. And then it has a little fun little tip or trick or a little information on it. And I keep my dispenser right by my coffee maker. So in the morning when I make my coffee, I can just grab my vitamins and I'm ready to go. But also I really love that you can also just take out the little packs and put them wherever you need to. So if you wanted to put them in your purse because you're kind of half asleep still when you're on your way to work and you don't remember to take your vitamins, you get there every time and you're like, no, I forgot. You can put these in your purse so they're ready to go, or you can put them next to your nightstand or your bathroom sink or wherever you're going to remember these. But I feel like the option of the little dispenser or the little packet or together makes it so much easier for your vitamins to become an actual habit. Also, I love that these are delivered to my door every month, so I don't have to worry about reordering or remembering what I need. All right, so in my pack this time, I kind of switched things up a little bit. I have Calcium Plus for bone health. I have Veggie Omega for heart health. Iron, which is important for vegetarians, and vitamin B12 for energy support. It's all in one place, so you don't have to forget to take them. You don't also have a bunch of bottles to empty out or remember which ones you took, which ones you didn't take, which ones you need to refill. Also, the pack itself is made with eco-friendly plant-based film that make them easily compostable. If you want more information on how to compost these packs, put the link down in the description box for you. I'll also show it right here. Anyways, if you want to try Care Of for yourself and see what custom pack or custom vitamin and supplement combination Care Of recommends for you, you can click the link down in the description box to get started on the quiz. You can get 50% off your first order if you enter promo code Libra50 at checkout. That is a killer deal. 50% off your first order. Definitely give Care Of a try. If you've been curious about trying their customized supplement and vitamin brand. They also have proteins and collagen and all sorts of different things as well. But I have been loving their vitamins and finally have been sticking to a vitamin plan. Anyways, we're gonna jump right into this. I guess it's kind of a preparing for Halloween storage video. But today we're tackling underneath the stairs. The Harry Potter nook is what I'm gonna call it. This kind of was a full-on stuffed to the actual gills kind of room. It was floor to ceiling. Everything was just completely stuffed in there. And there were no real storage solutions in this area at all. So it's just, I'll just show a picture here. Here it is. This is what it looks like. This is not a joke. I know it seems extreme, but I'm partially ashamed and I partially feel like it's an out-of-body experience. Like this couldn't possibly be my space, but it is. I want to say it was one of those things where I had a guest coming over and staying in the basement. So I just kind of stuffed everything in here and then just shut the door, pretended it didn't happen, and never revisited it. Regardless, a lot of the stuff in the deep back, I don't think I looked at in probably 7 years. My goal with this one was to do a lot of decluttering because a lot of stuff in here I felt like I could get rid of. It was stuff that we haven't used or I really haven't opened and looked into. I mean, I keep my life-size witch nutcracker in there, like at the edge, so I could just like pull her out and then put her right back in. But a lot of the stuff in there I hadn't really looked at in years. And there were some things like electronics and things that we haven't used or we don't play anymore. So a lot of this stuff I felt like I could donate. So this space, really the goal was to get it fully decluttered. So if you want to see how I decluttered my little hobbit hole, my little under the stair nook storage, then just keep watching. All right, I know I just showed you this 5 seconds ago, but here it is again, the dreaded before, or maybe it's not, I mean, it's not dreaded. I don't know. I have different feels about it. I'm excited because I love a good before and after, but I'm also, you know, feeling the shame of it all all at once. Anyways, there's a lot of random stuff happening in here, lots of stuff to get through, so we're gonna get started. What I kind of did is I first removed my nutcracker witch to get her out of the way so she didn't get harmed in the process of emptying everything out. Then I worked my way from the top down, just taking everything out of this room, and I had a ton of boxes. I do not know what I was doing with all of these boxes, what I was planning to do with them. I don't even know. It blew my mind. But anyways, as I was kind of unloading everything and putting them in the middle of the room, I did try to keep like things together just to save me time later. So I put all of the cardboard boxes together so I could break them all down at the same time. I put all of the totes together so I could declutter all of those at the same time. And then any electronics I kind of put all together, any games all together. So I tried to keep, you know, things when I get to the decluttering process or breaking things down, I can do it all at once and I don't have to grab random things at random times and get to them later and then return to them. Just saves a lot of time. So anyways, just continuing here to take all of the things. This is like the Mary Poppins of all rooms. It was endless. It was like reaching into a room when you think you can't possibly have anything else in here. There's just more. Just the weirdest stuff too. Just weird, all different sizes. Nothing really had a place or a box or anything. It was just all thrown in here. I have no idea. My mind is still blown by this space. So anyways, and I had anything from rock band to a suitcase, Halloween decorations, a bunch of random boxes, spring floral, a fruit bowl, a cupcake stand. You'll see also there's my suitcase, and then you'll see this putt-putt thing. There's this like putt-putt practice thing in there too. And a raft you'll see later. All right, so I kind of filled up my area, so I ran out of space to put things. So I went ahead and started breaking down the boxes to make some room. So here I'm just breaking down boxes, and one day I will get an actual box cutter. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, but one day I will do it. Until then, I'm using the dullest knife on the planet. It took me 300 years to saw through tape. Anyways, just breaking down boxes and taking them out to my recycling bin. And in case you're wondering, there's a lid that I'm doing all this on, this like tote thing. The lid is completely caved in and broken. Look at that. And it says Dallas's jeans on it. That's from when we moved in. I did get rid of that lid. It didn't even belong on that actual tote. I don't know why it was on there. I think I was just using it as something. I don't know. Anyways, it got recycled as well. The poor unfortunate soul of that lid. Anyways, here I'm attempting to disassemble the rock band
drums. So we haven't played this in probably, I don't know, 5, 7, many years. It's been a very long time since we played this. So, and we had taken on my brother's rock band stuff when he got rid of his and he moved. So we had kind of taken on other people's rock band stuff at this point. So I was like, the combination of ours and my brother's, I'm like, it's time. We haven't played it in a long time. We're not really, this probably won't surprise you, the type that has a lot of house parties. So, or where, you sit around and play Rock Band. We had our fun with it. And I think somebody else would have a ton of fun with it. So, you know what? I'm going to donate it. That was my decision on that. And then, just going through everything here. Oh, and then once I cleared out some space, I'm going through and emptying out the rest of the random stuff in this space. So once again, I had a random TV stand. This old Mac box from the Mac we got seriously 7 years ago. And then here I'm afraid of spiders because there were a bunch of dead spiders back there, and an empty box that had, this empty box had my, it was a pack and play that we used for, you guys are going to laugh. We used for Neens, my dog, if you're not familiar. By the way, there's the raft. When she hurt her back, she needed a space so she wouldn't move around a lot. So we got her a little pack and play. I know some people are going to think that's ridiculous, but whatever. I love my dogs. So that's no secret. All right, just finishing picking up the floor or picking the things off of the floor, getting it completely emptied out. And now I'm going to start decluttering. So I'm going through my boxes. I had a bunch of games in here. Oh man, I am honestly so mad because these would have come in handy last year in 2020. I was like, we don't have any games. We have a whole box in the basement and the deep abyss of a room that you haven't looked at in 7 years. If only I would have known. These all have wrappers and stuff on them too, or like they're not opened. Anyway, so then I found this relic, this purse from 2012, because everything in it, all the receipts, everything was from 2012. I had this hairy brush. I think I had some chapstick, a random watch I don't ever remember having, a bunch of tickets to things that from 2012, some piggy paint I think I meant to paint my niece's nails with and forgot about, and also what else? Oh, a bunch of unwrapped tampons that had come out of the wrapper. Oh, and money. I had money in here. Change that could buy me many a Baja Blast. And so, yeah, that was that purse. I thought I'd include it for entertainment purposes. So anyways, here is, what is this? Oh, this is that putt-putt thing. And I'm keeping it. I have no shame in my putt-putt game. Oh, and in that little thing, that was photo albums, which I'm, of course, hanging on to. They're my childhood photo albums. Not all of them, just a couple of them. Anyway, so here I am. I've got my handy-dandy Dyson. You know this is not a decluttering or organizing video without my Dyson. So I get out my handy dandy cordless Dyson and I am vacuuming. I'm really intense about this too. Getting all the spiders, the dead spiders in the corner up, and just getting some nice little vacuum lines in there. Then I'm going in with this shelf I bought. This is kind of it's a plastic shelf. This is not the strongest, sturdiest, most amazing shelf you've ever seen in your life, but it was only $25 at Menards. So I'm not mad at it. It's literally going to hold a couple of decorations, some photo albums, some games. I don't need anything too fancy in this little area. So honestly, for $25, I thought this was a pretty good deal, and it does its job. It's not falling apart. It doesn't tip over. As long as you put the heavy stuff on the bottom, you're totally fine. And I took a little mallet to it, a rubber mallet, to make sure everything was nice and secure. But here I'm just putting together this plastic shelving. And I mean, I can't believe this was $25. What a steal of a deal. So, and I want to get some nicer ones for my bigger storage area, but this is perfect for this space. Just kind of nice, small, perfect. Anyways, putting a really heavy tote at the bottom, put my photo albums down there. Then at the top, I put all of my board games because, I have some family coming in town this weekend. Might be fun to play some games. You never know. So I'm going to hang on to them because why not? And so I'm just putting my games here, a couple more totes. One of them has some clothes I'm not sure what I'm doing with. Oh, and by the way, Neens snuck in there, which she was not allowed in there because I did not want that falling on her or anything. So don't worry, I captured her and brought her back. She was supposed to be in her bed, waiting patiently, but she was not. Anyways, put a couple little decorations in there. Oh, and then I had another tote that I put on there that has more picture frames and stuff. All right, so then I put my witch back into just in a better spot now. She's kind of back securely in there. Then I put a couple more boxes in the back, like next to the storage shelves. I stacked them on top of each other. One of them has more photo albums, and the other one has some electronic stuff that we kind of need to go through. Then I also put a wrapping paper organizer in there with my wrapping paper in there. And here was the before. And then the after on this one, this might be the most dramatic before and after I've done yet, which is really surprising because this is a much smaller space and took way less time than the usual spaces I work on. I kind of wanted to show this, even though I know I do a lot of dramatic, large spaces that take me all weekend to do. I also wanted to show a space that only took me a couple hours to do, something you could do really quickly, maybe just to kind of throw out some inspiration. If you have a drawer to go through or a little closet or a smaller space under the bed, I know I get a lot of inspiration from these types of videos. So thought I'd show you guys this space. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey ghoul hey down in the comments because you know I love talking to you. Also, if you have any tips and tricks, any organizing tips or tricks, or how you guys are going to organize Halloween decorations, or any tips on decluttering Halloween decorations, because I want to keep every single one. I'm open to anything down in the comments. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.